Welcome to Tech Talk. And this Friday, remember the speaker that spoke at our SME CEO conference?
In January?
Yeah.
Dr. Gabriel Walters.
Yeah, that guy, right?
Yes.
He's also involved in this whole case with the Ministry of Education, the solar case, right?
Not case, but it's actually the project the solar, the hybrid diesel solar project for rural schools in Sarawak. Yes,
Correct.
369.
And there's some issues with that whole project, right? Essentially, there was some significant talk that's happening. What's happening with that story?
So
because I know he is countersuing or something. I'm reading bits and pieces here and there, but you probably will know this much better.
But no countersuing. So what is going on is that Jepak Holding was awarded the project to roll out hybrid solar and diesel to schools in Sarawak. 369, very specific. And this was a contract for 1 billion ringgit. With SST then, with GST then, it was about 1.2 billion. The project got associated with Rosma because Sarawak Report wrote an article to say it was a direct tender given to them. And it
was a direct tender?
Yes. And I don't know, actually, the guy was interviewed by Borneo Post and he said, ask Ministry of Education, which means you assume it is. But then what happened is that the Sarawak Report came up with an article and then they said that why was this project given to a car rental company? So Dr. Gabriel said, look, this entrepreneur owns a few businesses. A small part, he's got one small business called car rental. Of course, it looks sexy, hey, what do you give it? But he's already, this company, Jepak Holdings, was already delivering diesel to the rural schools. That he came and said, hey, why don't we add a hybrid overlay to reduce costs? Why? Because the government right now is spending 300 million ringgit a year, tax dollars, to give these rural schools, these 369 schools, a diesel because gen sets. You got main. So here you have this Jepak guy.
So that's how the idea came about.
So he doesn't know the solar part. So here you bring in a technologist like Dr. Gabriel, and I use the word doctor because he's got a PhD in LED semiconductor research from University of Illinois in the US. He was a scientist there, came back to Malaysia in 2008.
And he's Sarawakian.
Sarawakian, yeah. So that's a very important part. Remember, this is rural schools, right? So Dr. Gabriel in Standard 1 was a student in Barrio primary school, right? He knows what it means to walk to school, rural school, right? So this is a rural school, right? So this is a very personal project to him. So what happened is that they bought over Jepak Holding because Jepak was having huge problems, right? And as an entrepreneur, he said, I knew it was a risk. But we were rolling out the project and we know we are doing good for the schools there. And he disputes the fact that the project was overinflated. He said it's not. And then
so what's the issue with the whole?
So the government. So what happened is that in June of last year, a new Secretary General for Ministry of Education came in, and at about that time, the Jepak Holdings guy was remanded by MACC for 6 days. Then he's released. And then Gabriel
said... So he owns Jepak?
Gabriel came and talked because Gabriel was already doing the solar part for Jepak.
But he bought over Jepak?
Yeah, then he came in and he said, look, this is not going well. I'll buy over this company and I'll still... Because I'm a son of Sarawak, I will roll out the project.
So the issue is not with him, the issue is with
the previous guys. But now he owns Jepak.
So he takes all the problems.
Because they still think that, hey, Rosma associated, but he claims it's not like that. So he's rolling out. But what's happening now is that he hasn't been paid by the Ministry of Education for 21 months for giving solar. No, for giving genset, for giving diesel.
And really, this diesel, not solar.
The hybrid one, so the project is to do the hybrid solar. So Gabriel and his company have come up with a system, right? Because it's a hybrid solar, it's more expensive than that pure solar. So now you need the government to sign off to say, okay, the system you designed to do this hybrid is right, you go ahead and roll it. Government is not signing off on it. And since the new DG for the Ministry of Education came in, they have not been able to talk to anybody in the Ministry of Education and even have meetings. And now they have been. So what is important is that a letter came to say that we are terminating you from the project. So he says, look, we have not done anything wrong. So he said they think they're trying to bully some rural, it touched me when he said, he think they're trying to bully some rural guy who's got no means.
You need to go and talk to the Ministry of Education also.
No, I will
understand their story.
So basically he has sent them a writ of summons to say the unfair dismissal, and the court just had a ruling, interim junction, to say that they sided with Dr. Gabriel. So there's more to come from this.
So this is going to be an exciting story that unpacks to some extent.
It shows that government, Tun said when he came in, rule of law, right? You follow rule of law, and this doesn't seem like it's being followed. And I'm credit to Gabriel for saying, I'm going to come out and aggressively go against them because what they're doing is so wrong.
So quick, in the next 30 seconds, lessons learned from this. What can we learn?
I think, first of all, it's an amazing entrepreneur lesson. He know the project is poison in a way because you've got Rosma's name associated with it. but he's working on it, right? He see the value of it, and you're delivering good, right? So I'm
one
going to
is-
still take the risk
one
and
is
do it.
to do good is good, so keep doing good,
Yeah,
lah,
keep
right?
doing
Okay.
that. And
That's
also,
good.
but he's leverage on this project to do an IPO. He's suing the government for 6.4 billion ringgit because that's the value they're losing over 2 years of the IPO next year and the year after. So this is no small business, right?
That one's going to be an interesting case.
Yeah,
lah.
absolutely.
Okay, so we will talk about, I'm sure this thing will roll out in the next couple of
go
weeks.
to DNA and read the story.
But yeah, you can read the full story there. But also, I think it will be interesting to get the perspective of the minister. Because life is never that easy. It's never black or white. It's always grey and there's complexity.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
good lessons. I mean, as entrepreneurs, there's going to be risks that we're going to take. But I think you need to be very wary about the risk and be aware of it upfront. But also be persevering. When crisis hits, we need to be persevering and be firm and know what we want and where we want to go and be steady
towards that. And if you
towards
feel
that.
you're in the right, stand by it, right? It's amazing.
And it's great story. And hopefully we get to meet Gabriel again soon. You know, maybe
he's in a big meeting
maybe
now.
we should bring him out here.
Absolutely,
and
bring him
have a
now.
chat
You
here.
can hear from him.
And also it would be great to bring the other side of the story. And because again, government is never easy. Knowing. You know the complexity of running government.
And you're involved also, right? He's a key advisor to one of the government ministers.
I won't say now he's putting me on the spot here, but okay. So I have to take both perspective, both the government and the entrepreneur. And that's Tech Talk for you this week. And have a good weekend. And hopefully tomorrow's a holiday.
Why is it a holiday?
Yeah, I also found out.
Prophet Muhammad's holiday.
Absolutely. So have a good one to all our Muslim friends. Have a great
Brothers and
weekend.
sisters,
So all the best.